Hi, Colin here from the car site. Today we are in Western Motors Drogheda, Ireland's premium Skoda dealership. Today we're here to look at this Skoda Enyaq. It's the IV80 spec car with the 77 kilowatt hour battery, so the bigger battery, rear wheel drive and crammed with specs. So what we'll do from here is we'll have a look into the front seats, rear seats, we'll check out the boot size, we'll have a look at what sort of spec and goodies the car has before finally taking it for a quick test drive. So starting on the driver's side, as we look up and down it, it's clear to see the car is in perfect condition. No stone chips, no trolley dents, nothing. So turning our attention to the passenger side, and we have more of the same, just a very clean, honest car. So into the cab of the Enyaq, and condition-wise, the car's in fantastic shape, but in the interest of honesty, I've never been in any Skoda of this era that even looked worn. Like really and truly, they're always just like perfect. No matter what sort of life they've had, they just clean up. They never seem to break plastics or any of that kind of stuff in them, and this is the same. Then the spec on this one is pretty phenomenal too. We get the gorgeous two-spoke Skoda steering wheel. It's a multi-function wheel. We get cruise control with we've got adaptive radar cruise control, which is absolutely lovely. Just cubby holes and spots everywhere, but it can do that because it's electric. Its architecture was always to be electric, so there's no intrusion for a driveline into the cab, so it leaves us with lots of places where we can put stuff and extra room. We get the big tall plinth here. It's super fast touchscreen. In there now, it has all of Skoda's own inbuilt stuff, and you can add apps to the background of it. All that kind of stuff is there. It's very cool, but it has the important stuff. It's got wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, we've got reverse cam, we've got parking sensors, we've got various modes even inside our parking cam. It's a really complete car, this. But the most impressive part is actually behind me. So into the back of the Enyaq, and because it's electric, effectively, the size in here is just huge. I'm 6'1", just to give you scope. Knee room, I don't know, 10 inches or so, like loads. More than I need, far more than I need. Feet go under the seat in front of me. Perfectly flat floor. 3 adults across the width all day, every day. We get ISOFIX on the leading edges on both seats. We get ISOFIX on the front seat. This is a properly big car. Like, this is gonna fit everyone in your family. So moving around to the back of the Enyaq, and you get a very impressive boot space in here. We get 585 litres of cargo space, and it's completely square almost. You're going to get pretty much anything in there. The seats do tip in a 60-40 split. So here we are out driving the Enyaq, and it's doing the thing all electric cars do unbelievably well. It's just quiet, it's refined, it goes down the road perfectly. It's set up to handle almost perfectly because of the battery placement down low in the chassis. They're able to make it soft enough to soak up undulations without it being wallowy, but it'll also handle when it goes to corners. And that's just the nature of the geometry of the weight that's in the car. So that's a good start straight away. The next thing, the performance is huge. They've got vast amounts of power. They've peak efficiency always. But the thing I always say about them is it isn't what they're for. What they're for is for just wafting, just effortless waft. That's what these things do better than anything else. They really, really do. Like, there's nothing more comfortable in traffic in these kind of situations than a car like this. Like, the EVs are up there on a par with any Rolls-Royce, Mercedes, BMW. They're just so quiet and refined and lovely. They really, really are. And this one is no different. Then on to this actual car. So this one here, let's do some sums here. We are showing 372 kilometers of range at exactly 80% of battery. That gives us roughly, off the top of my head, I'm going to say about 470 kilometers of EV range in this car. That's going to cover the multitude for most people. If most of your stuff is driving around city, town, city, urban, suburban, this is going to be absolutely spot on for you. You can go on long trips in these things, don't get that wrong. You have to stick around the 100, 110 kilometers per hour of speed, but they'll do it. As long as you stick in there, you get your 1-for-1 rating on your trip meter there. You get 1 consumed for 1 traveled, which is perfect. Like, you just have to plan a bit for it. That's the only difference. Make sure you know where there's a couple of charges when you get. Like, if you start in Belfast and you want to get to Cork, you can do it, but just make sure. That's literally it. It's a different way of driving a car. If this is your first time looking into EV, just do little bits of research like that on it. They absolutely work. They're better, they're more efficient in the city and in towns than traditional diesel or petrol powered cars. And on the motorway, they don't like the sustained speed, but you can get around it and you can make it work for you. You just have to drive it differently. That's all. It's no great shakes. And it becomes a way more efficient thing to own, because with solar panels and that kind of stuff, you can charge this from the electricity on the roof of your house. You can grow the fuel on the roof of the house. Simple as that. It makes them super efficient, and it kind of future-proofs them under the current circumstances we're living through, which I don't see settling for quite a few years, unfortunately. The other thing about this one, it's in the Skoda Plus system, meaning that when this one goes out, it has to be serviced to their standard. It's still well inside its battery warranty. I think it'll be 5.5 years or so of battery warranty on this one, so there's nothing to worry about in it in that vein anyway. So it's a really good option. And at the moment, these things are going to fly back up in value, in my opinion. So I would be acting fast to get one of these things under my belt before they're sort of all gone and they're back up in crazy land in terms of prices. But that's it. That's enough from me. We'll head back to Western Motors now, and I will introduce you to one of the brand ambassadors there.
Hi there, I'm Stephen Carroll. I'm one of the brand experts here in Western Motors Skoda. Western Motors is a family-owned company where we really try to look after our customers and our cars.